the people. Enemies legal, a king, the chain people. Some the face of Jim Crow under a bald eagle. The biggest weapon is to stay peaceful. Sing our music is a cuts that we bleed through. So when the dream we had an epiphany, now we write the wrongs in history. No one can win the war individually. It takes the wisdom of elders and the young people's energy. Welcome to the soul, called the big tone. Coming up the law, my eyes have seen the glory. One day, when the glory comes, it'll be ours. It'll be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh,
And now, to moderate our panel, former Assemblywoman Lucy Flores.
How's everybody today? I kind of feel like I need this. This is a really good place for echoes. Hi, I'm Lucy Flores. How's everybody doing? Good. Good, all right. You get excited? You know, it's our second day going into the last. Has everybody had a great experience so far? Okay, all right, good. Well, it's going to get better. I'm Lucy Flores. I'm incredibly happy to be here today. Thank you all so much for being here this afternoon. What an incredible reason to be here. The topic that we're talking about, the reason why we're all here. This panel is entitled Building and Strengthening Communities of Color. I think this is a really appropriate panel, at least for me, personally speaking, because I'm a lawyer. I was also the first Latina ever elected to the state legislature in the history of Nevada, and have had the opportunity to do incredible, amazing things that I never imagined I would be doing. That includes moderating panels and participating in all of these incredible events throughout the country, pushing policy forward and actually feeling like we're making a difference. But I wasn't always those things. In fact, I started out entirely different. I ended up representing the very community that I grew up in, but I also ended up representing the very community that I was locked up in. By the time I was 15 years old, because of all of the challenges that I experienced in my life, challenges that you all are very well aware of, because that's what we're here talking about. But by the time I was 15, because of everything that was going on at home, my mom left my family when I was 9, I wasn't gifted in talented education. I was doing very well. But when all of those things started happening, there was nothing in my community. And I think we're all really familiar with that. So I fell through those cracks. I ended up on juvenile parole by the time I was 15. I got involved in gangs because that's all that was available to me. I ended up dropping out of high school at 17. So of course there was no indication that I would go on to be a lawyer, go on to be the first Latina elected to the state legislature representing that very same community I came from. But the reason why is because we were on this track, the track of building and strengthening our communities. And so how do we do that so that it's not just about one person? So it's not just about one person who got lucky because they ended up with this incredible angel in the form of a parole officer who decided not to revoke my parole and instead give me a chance. So that's what we're talking about. That's what we're going to have an incredible discussion about. And we have amazing people who are on this panel. I'm going to introduce them now. So please, please, please give a very strong round of applause for these folks as I introduce them. The first person is Dr. Akil Bashir. Note the doctor in that name. Dr. Akil, come on out. Dr. Akil has been described as one of the nation's most premier violence intermediation professionals, elite public safety experts, and hardcore gang intervention specialists in society today. He founded the Maximum Force Enterprises and the Professional Community Intervention Training Institute. And I'm not going to go into their bios. I'm going to actually allow them to talk a little bit about themselves, how they got involved, and what this means to them. So we will stop there and introduce the second panelist. The second panelist, fellow lawyer, also fellow woman, so yes. In the criminal justice space, there's actually a lack of representation of women who are leading in this area. So that's one of the things that I think we also internally, as a community and as people who care about this, have to be very cognizant about. So my fellow lady, come on out, Angie Young. She is a supervising attorney at the Immigrant Legal Resource Center, and she's worked there since 2005. She specializes in immigration consequences of crime and delinquency, immigration enforcement, immigrant youth issues. So we're going to have a really great perspective as far as the immigration perspective is concerned. The third panelist is Daniel Nane Alejandres. Nane, come on out. Ooh, we got gifts. I like that. Nane is the founder and executive director of Barrios Unidos. I'm going to let Nane talk all about himself because there's a lot in here. And like UN peacekeeping, fair trade movement, amazing stuff. So I'm not going to do it justice if I describe it. And our last panelist is, big round of applause for Mr. Alex Sanchez. And Alex, founder of Homies Unidos in Los Angeles, where he's developed and implemented innovative violence prevention and intervention programs. He's been doing this for a very long time, and I think he's going to give us another really great perspective and insight into what this is all about. So, that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. And please keep in mind, we will have a period for question and answer. We'll have a good 20 to 30 minutes for that. So, as you're listening to folks talk, and a question comes up, hold on to that question because you'll have an opportunity to ask it. And, I like to have panels where it's not just us talking to each other and with each other, but actually talking as a crowd, as a community. So, we want a lot of engagement. We want to have a discussion because this is what we're here for. We're here to talk about these things and then go out there and do these things. Okay,